If you had to make a timeline of this record, which weeks and months would be highlighted as in we recorded here, or we wrote here, we recorded there, etc.?
Pretty scattered.
Yeah?
We spent 3 weeks in Marfa, Texas about a year ago. We went down to this little town in Texas, in the middle of West Texas in the desert. It was very hot, very dry, a lot of wildfires around that time of year, and it was nice, but so that was like getting started. And then there was a huge span of time where we just sort of didn't work at all. This winter, we did a lot of the work, and we went back up to Cape Cod to the same place that we did Vectimist. And
Yeah, I wanted to ask about that because a lot of the songs were partly recorded there, I think, not all of them.
mm-hmm.
You also used a church in Brooklyn last time around. Yeah, has that been
All
used
the
again?
times around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
Since In-Ear Park, we've been using that space.
So you still have entry to that. It's quite special to have a church to rehearse and
It
to
is very special.
record in.
It's every time I walk in there, I feel lucky. Yeah.
How is that? Well, the house you talked about. Perhaps you can describe it a bit because some people might not know.
It's like a old home with wooden walls and just a lot of wood around and not too tall of ceilings, but really cozy and many just sort of it's a home that's felt like it's been sort of visited by like lots of loving family members. It's this very warm place. So it's a special environment.
I think that area it's a really inspiring area. I feel like Cape Cod. It's a very unique landscape. I feel like in the U.S. It's really beautiful, and it's on the ocean, but it's kind of cold and really dense forests, and it feels like really old America. It's such like a old part of American history. So much around there. It's a very rich part of the country
And rare.
Mm-hmm.
Very different from Texas.
Pretty much the opposite of Texas.
The opposite.
Can we hear that in any way? Is there a different where the songs are written?
I feel like that's true, but I don't know that it really comes through in
a literal kind of
yeah.
transmission.
I don't think anyone would really know which songs were conceived where, but I feel like it's kind of true.
Yeah, the heat and as opposed to the coolness of winter. It gives you a different feeling. So.
Did you produce the record again?
Yeah.
Entirely?
Mm-hmm.
Did you use the mobile recording equipment again? That was the last time as well.
Right.
So
Put that in the press release.
you seem to stick to your habits.
Well, it
Then.
works.
Yeah.
So there's no need for you to try something new, in that sense.
Not in that. No, I don't know. I feel like we have a good system.
It works for us. We sort of operate on our own kind of recording schedule. I think if we were to book a few weeks at a studio and just go in there every day, it would feel, I don't know, it wouldn't work for me personally. Yeah. And I think that we kind of like to sort of just set up where we feel comfortable, where we can, cook food and feel nice if possible, and just kind of, it's like a living thing. It's not really like a clinical thing, So, yeah.
And in your role as a producer for other artists, aren't there moments when you have to get in every day for a period of 4 weeks to produce a record? Or is that totally different?
Yeah, I know sometimes. Yeah, typically that's more the style. Yeah, we book time together and meet regularly. So, but that with my own band is just more on everyone's personal sort of schedules. It's really important to me to only record someone when they actually really feel like making music. So I like to be patient and wait for that time to arrive on its own schedule.
For Vectimist, you often worked in pairs, 2 by 2, so to say. You just shaking your head.
I guess that's true.
Has that working dynamic changed?
Yeah.
How?
Well, I don't actually no. I don't know that ever was true. I don't know if that's actually true, but if anything, this record
Chris
was
Chris
more.
Bear said it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
believe.
Maybe he meant. I think he probably meant. Chris Bear and Ed often do writing trips on their own before we start working. So if anything, there's that, and that is still true this time. But I think this record is probably even it's more collaborative. There was a lot of songwriting that was a lot more off the cuff and involving everyone. I think on this record more so even than the last one. And